Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So again, I was guided back to my desk by my higher guidance to receive and offer a message to the collective. Okay, so welcome everyone. I heard that this message is for the awakened ones or for the enlightened ones. So if you resonate with those ideas, then this message is likely for you. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, they were showing me that the changes up ahead are going to be pronounced and they may feel insurmountable to some. They said that your lives are going to look unrecognizable in some short period of time. I did not ask for a timeline. Often timelines are unclear, but it feels sooner rather than later. It seems within this year, okay? They said that the ones who I am connecting to today are souls that feel as if there's no other soul like you in your vicinity. You might feel like you're the only one who thinks the way that you think or perceives the world in the way that you do, that you might not even feel like you have a place in the New Age movement. And this is in divine form, I heard. There's a purpose to that. And what they showed me was like a map of the states, but this is just because I understand that because I'm in the States, but the metaphor is supposed to extend to the entire world. So wherever you're tuning in from, if you feel called to this message, then this applies to you wherever you live. So they showed me a map of the states, and in each of the states there was a dot. One dot. One dot. And that dot signifies a single enlightened or awakened soul, unlike any other. Okay. And they showed the dots to me beginning to basically like glow and spread out. So there was this space around them that was like full of light. And so they were saying that during this time, these souls, these singular, awakened, enlightened souls, their purpose is to hold huge amounts of light and create a lot of space for that light. And in that, they were showing me something about many of these singular souls not having a lot of friends, possibly not being in a partnership, possibly being estranged from family. And they're giving me a big yes on that now. And that all of this is for a purpose. You're meant to your field is meant to not be muddied by other people's energies right now. These singular souls, which are you are meant to hold the purest form of divine light that is here on the planet right now. And my understanding is a tremendous amount of light and light codes have been emitted through the 7-7 portal, and that will continue in various degrees up until the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 portal. And these kinds of souls are going to feel this energy shift more than anyone. These are highly sensitive souls. Okay, so presumably that is you if you're still listening to this video. This is a very important message for you guys, for me included, and I'm grateful that you're sharing this space with me right now. So they said that your role is to create a lot of space that is free of other people's energies, that is as pure as possible, where you're emitting your light. I keep getting a yes on this, like a huge yes. So for those souls who resonate with this message, you may feel or have been experiencing some kind of clearing in your life, some kind of increasing disconnect from people. Yeah, and they're saying to me right now, it might have felt like it was circumstances out of your control. And I kind of don't want to give the examples that I'm being shown. Things happened where people left your life. I'm getting emotional as they're talking to me right now. They're saying, do not be afraid. This is your time to rise. This is your time to rise. So they showed me a beautiful picture where these singular souls were across the globe lighting up their areas. And do not underestimate the power of your light. Do not underestimate the power of your light and how far out your light can shine. Your auric field can actually run miles out from your body. Generally, I teach my clients, even my patients, how to pull their auric field in if they're too generous with their energy. But Spirit was showing me in my meditation that we have to actually spread our light as much as possible to affect as much energy as possible on the planet. Okay, this is a lot about living through the heart. Being grounded and living through the heart, and then having that energy sort of pour out of your heart center. So in this picture, they were showing me all of these points of light all over the globe. And then they started to show me a network starting to emerge from the map. So in other words, it looked like we were all connected. Like it looked like a web, actually. It looked like a web of light. Yes, they're giving me a yes. A web of light. That's what they showed me. A blanket of light across the world. And this blanket acts as some kind of shield protecting humanity from something that may be incoming. Again, I don't want to incite fear. I'm not asking about what's incoming. I'm not even tuning into that energy. I don't care about that energy right now. What we're focusing on is how to build a kind of connective web of light across the globe. So if you're still with me, and I appreciate you so much if you're still with me, your role right now is to hold tremendous amount of light. And every day, if you can take, I keep getting a yes, thank you, Spirit. If you can take 5 to 10 minutes every day, and they're saying that I need to do this too. Sorry, I just hit my mic. That I need to do this too, that we need to imagine light pouring out of our hearts and flooding our space as far as your eye can see, extending to your neighbors, into your buildings, into your homes, down the street. And that energy is divine source energy. It is not your personal life force energy. Make sure to make that distinguishment to distinguish between it being your personal energy versus the universal life force energy that is abound on the planet. That's all around us. Okay, it's available to everyone. And you could always state the intention that you protect yourself, that you do not absorb energies that aren't yours, and you don't extend your personal energy. So this is a very important message for some of you to understand the next phase of your very important mission. Now I want to draw a few cards. They told me which decks to choose from. So the first one is the Gateway of Light Activation. There is a possibility. They're telling me that I may need to read from the book, because there might be sort of a higher message that I can't access on my own. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for this collective, this very singular, unique collective that is tuning in? Thank you so much. Let me just tune in, guys. I want to make sure I'm getting the highest message, because we can get a lot of interference with what we're talking about right now. Okay. So we are connected with the highest frequency of wisdom and knowledge for the collective right now. Please show me clearly what they need to know. What else do they need to know? Thank you so much. Okay, so this says Pleiadian. Wow, oh my God, I'm really going to cry, you guys. Some of you might know I'm a highly sensitive person. Pleiadian activation coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So there is, again, this message about us coming together in this light, okay? There is a message here about us receiving help from our star brothers and sisters. They're saying as above, so below. So the Pleiadians are saying that there is a galactic war going on, which many of you already know, and that they are achieving harmony in the heavens so that that could be reflected on our planet, as everything reflects everything. They're showing this kind of as the web that I saw, and how from the web, this whole, it's almost like a flower. Like I see the web beneath the flower, as if there's going to be sort of a rebirth of planet Earth after this period of time that none of us really fully understand but feel in our guts. They're saying that for those of you who are interested, you can call on divine and sacred Pleiadian guides to activate your third eye now so you can see clearly during this time. If any of you feel overwhelmed or you feel fear, your clarity might be fogged over. Your third eye might be a bit blocked. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, so they're showing me like with the word resolution. So many of you might be at odds with people in your life, or there might be battles, and they're saying like, try not to put your energy where you know there will not be a resolution, right? I don't feel like I need to explain that to this particular collective. I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a holier than thou attitude or anything like that, because if that is, that's not what I'm referring to. This is where you sort have been in your heart and you've been compassionate and you've tried to extend a loving hand and it hasn't been well received. And Spirit is saying that this is a time to conserve more of your energy, to conserve more of your energy, to increase your energy bank account right now. Okay, through meditation, through breathing in life force energy and breathing out all energy that doesn't serve you, which you can see like as smoke or fog or whatever suits you, okay? I'm just hearing to be very discerning about the people that you bring into your life right now, okay? Okay. They're also saying keep your homes clean, yeah, because it's harder for like lower vibrational energies to set up in the home when the home is clean, okay? So there are two cards here. I'm going to take them. So we have the Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, yes. Crossroads, no wrong path. Yeah, so I'm really speaking to a very beautiful collective right now where you're at the precipice of some major shift and there's no way you can sort of get this wrong, okay? Whatever crossroads that you're at, wherever you step forward next is going to be right because you have created a foundation of truth and authenticity that cannot be regressed. You can't undo it. Once the soul knows itself, it can't unknow itself. That's why knowing the self is foundational to enlightenment and to spiritual awakening. Okay, you are aligned with your purpose. Okay, I want to say this to this collective. And the reason why this is so important is because you might be experiencing a lot of exhaustion now. You might be feeling highly challenged. They're giving me such a huge yes. And I just send so much love, my deep love and affection for my soul brothers and sisters out there who are listening. We are in this together. I know that might sound trite. I'm just like some random YouTuber. but I'm not some random YouTuber, and you are not some random watcher or listener. We are meant to connect in this way at this time. Please trust that. And you don't have to, just see if that resonates, okay? There is no wrong path. And, with the rainbow here, there is this sense of hopefulness, of some, pot at the end of the rainbow, that is what we're going to see. That is what, with the mirrors here, it feels like mirrors, like that's what's going to be reflected to us. And this being the Akashic Stargate, the Akash or the Akashic records are your soul's information from across all time and space, all incarnations, past, present, future, and parallel. So they're saying like this point on the planet between 2025 and 2032, they're showing this to be a stargate, like a portal they're saying another realm entirely, this period of time. And again, it's making me feel choked up. It's making me feel really overwhelmed. Because I think many of us know that we came to the planet at this time for this stargate, for this portal from the old earth to the new earth. And they're saying it's really happening. At least for me, I've doubted it sometimes, maybe not really, but I think the challenge has been quite overwhelming for a lot of us. And it's been a heavy path. Okay. Yeah, and with the stars being reflected in this portal, I do feel like we are going to feel much more profoundly supported by our star brothers and sisters. And I do think that during this period of time, a lot more awakening ones are going to come in contact with those beings. And then slowly but surely, all of humanity will know the truth. Okay. And how beautiful is this? My namesake, Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. So further confirmation that we are becoming one with our light bodies. I just realized that. That's what they were showing me on the map. All of you beautiful souls holding so much light in your respective places across the globe, you are engaging in your light body now, which is the true ascension from the third dimension to the fifth, where you become less formed and more formless. You embody more and more light. And the Merkaba, if you don't know, the Merkava in Hebrew is a chariot. It is your etheric chariot to access to move through dimensions, to access the astral realm, the cosmic realm. And you are transcending not just in your dreams, but in real time. You are ascending in real time. Your Merkaba is becoming activated now. And it's allowing you to move between dimensions seamlessly. I'm getting a huge yes on this. So they're saying, do not doubt. Do not doubt the insights that you get. Do not doubt. Yeah, a lot of you, your psychic abilities are going to sharpen during this period of time. So I feel like a lot of us are being trained to get accustomed or acclimated to our psychic gifts. And they're being refined now. They're showing me like a knife against one of those sharpening tools. I forgot what those are called. That's what they're showing me, that's what's happening with your psychic abilities at this time. And this is to bring mental clarity and to bring sort of higher knowledge or a higher awareness of what is to come. And that when those things transpire, whatever they may be, both they're showing me both in the physical realm and in the astral realm and all the spaces between, like interdimensionally, you will have refined abilities that will allow you to engage with energies that will help us. And so that could be information that you can glean. I'm hearing like knowledge that will be brought up from past lives. This has been coming up a lot in my readings, where a lot of us have accrued huge amounts of wisdom and skills and just sort of knowledge about hearing about God. Not a word I normally use, but about where humanity comes from, where souls come from. A lot of this is being brought up at this time. A lot of the gifts that we have cultivated in previous lives are starting to come back up. I'm hearing the great remembrance is occurring right now. The great remembrance is occurring right now. So we are going to start remembering our immense abilities to connect interdimensionally with in an otherworldly way, they're saying, and to know things without knowing, sort of the deepest state of claircognizance possible. And this is going to be for protective purposes and also to react appropriately to what is to come. So we are not coming from a place of fear, but that we are coming from a place of power, that we are always coming from a place of power. And with that, they're telling me to close out. I just want to thank my guides and your guides, all of our higher selves, and any other energies that were helping me that we don't even have names for, okay? I feel like even my cats next to me are helping me, which might sound strange to some of you, but I find that the animal kingdom is really helping us awaken at this time, and the trees are helping us awaken, and nature is helping us awaken. And if you're still listening to me, then you know that to be true. So I just want to send you guys tremendous love to you. I hope that you can feel it. I hope that you can feel it, because I always speak straight from my heart. And of course, I send you all so many blessings. I look forward to connecting with you very soon.